everyone! In today's video, I am going to be redoing my closet, and this is so echoey because I'm actually still in the middle of redoing my bedroom. I'm sort of going to do them at the same time, but it's going to be so much work that I think it's its own video. Before we continue with the video, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Glasses USA, who I've worked with for many years. I've worn their glasses exclusively for many years. I love those guys so much, and I'm excited to show you their glasses and talk about them right now. Glasses USA was started with a simple goal, that buying glasses should not break the bank. By cutting out the middleman, by ordering straight from their website, you are able to remove up to 70% of the cost of glasses and sunglasses, whether they're prescription, not prescription, just for like blue light blocking or whatever your situation is. You can get them at actual affordable prices. Some of their complete glasses, so I mean like the frames and the prescription lenses, start as low as $30. They have over 7,000 different pairs of glasses to choose from. I'm going to show you some of my favorites right now. And those include in-house brands like Muse, which is the brand that I've pretty exclusively worn, and all the designer brands that you're used to. Ray-Ban, Armani, Gucci, they have it all. If you don't use prescription glasses, but you've been sitting at home a lot, staring at your screen, and you want blue light blocking lenses, Glasses USA also has you covered, especially with their new collection of non-prescription frames called Blue Ease that has advanced blue light blocking. So check that out too. They also have a great returns policy, so if you order a pair of glasses that you don't like, you can send them back. No problem, full refund. So if you are interested, which I think you should be, because if you're like me and you wear glasses and like half of the planet wears glasses, you should not be paying crazy amounts of money for glasses. Support the channel by clicking the link down below, and thank you so much to Glasses USA for supporting the channel. Alright, let's go back to the video. Alright everyone, so the room is painted, the floor is painted, the canvas is blank, and it's time to share with you my vision for this closet. As you saw at the beginning, all it had was one pole going the entire length of the closet, and I think that that is such a waste of space. First of all, I personally find hanging clothes to be kind of just a wasteful way to store clothes, because like in my last two houses, I didn't have closets in the rooms I was living in, and I just lived out of drawers. And honestly, it was a much nicer way of visualizing my clothing and sorting it, instead of just having this giant rack full of clothing that I find, you know, I just, I hate the feeling of pulling out a hanger from like a really tightly packed closet and you're like trying to yank out that piece of clothing. You can barely see it. You're just seeing these little slivers of clothing, of patterns, whereas I find when you have it like laid out on shelving or in drawers, you can like way more visualize it. So I've removed the pole, as you saw. I have this blank room, and this is my vision. Okay, I'm gonna draw it out for you guys. Alright, so the first thing to note is, I'm not good at drawing, but the next thing to note is the shape of the closet. So it is a basic rectangle. It is just an exact rectangle, which is nice because that's so easy to work with. The only features that I need to think about are that there's that huge vent pipe that goes through the middle of it, like that. How do I make that 3D? I don't know how to draw. Okay, that's not the worst thing I've ever done. So that's the floor plan of it, but more importantly is, I guess, let me draw a little title here. More importantly is the 3D view. So again, gosh, I'm being pretty ambitious here with drawing something like this. Pretending that there's no wall, like that this front section you can't see. Drawing the cube. You know what? I'm not too upset with that. That's not too bad, actually. Yeah, that's doable. So keeping that in mind, what I want to do is two things. Actually, okay, I am going to draw the door so that you can kind of imagine where the door is, because it is affecting my design. This little area right here, this section right here, I am using as my outer limit for these first bookshelves. So, oh God, how do you draw? How does a person draw? Imagine bookshelves running down along this wall. That's pretty good. And then I want shelves going along this wall as well. That is harder to draw. My perspective, oh God, it's getting so messy. That's fine. Does that, can you see that? Maybe if I like fill in this one. Okay, I think you can kind of tell from that. So those are the shelves right here. Then they'll go that way. Then on the other side, what I want is a hanging pole. Because I do, you know, there are clothes, jackets, stuff like that, that's good to hang. But I don't think it needs to be that excessive. So we have this pole over here, and then a shelf along the top of that. This kind of shows that I didn't, like that shelf would go all the way over there. Also, yeah, so if you imagine this is where that thing is. That's my vision. So what I'm mainly going for is a lot of shelving, a smaller pole, and I think that this is the way to maximize this closet. So that's what we will be attempting here today. Hello everyone, you can see the hardware store behind me. It was material time and I forgot to film the whole time that I was in there, so we're just gonna do a post hardware store haul. So I believe I've gotten everything I need. I measured out the wood at home. One thing I've learned is that people in lumber don't care about centimeters, they care about inches. And I measured everything in centimeters because it's way more accurate. Like, it's way easier to be like, oh yeah, this is 27 centimeters instead of being like, yeah, this is, I don't even know what that is, but like that's 11 and 3/4 inches. It's like, why not just pick a round number? But anyways, the great thing is that they cut the wood for me, which is awesome because it saves me a lot of time. They're so fast at doing it. Something that would have taken me a long time, they were able to do super quickly. And now I can just focus on the like sanding them, staining them, and installing them, which just saves me a lot of time, like I said. So I got the wood. It's all back there. It's all cut up, including the extra pieces that were left over. I got... There's something in the back of my car that's rattling. It's been doing it for weeks now. And I think I know what it is. It's just a stupid plastic bit. Ignore that. I'll just turn the car off. Can't rattle if we're not moving. Okay, I got this satin finish, not satin finish, wood finish, in dark walnut, which I believe will be the floor stain that I use on my floors as well. So this is a really great moment to experiment with wood stain and see how that goes. I got my mom already has so many paintbrushes, but I got 2 more just in case. And then I got a bunch of brackets. I actually bought all of the brackets that they had. I got everything I need. Let's go sand. Hey everyone, welcome to my workshop. It's a pretty cool room actually. I haven't gotten to use it much, partly because it just got sort of filled with stuff when we moved in, but also because it's cold. It's February, so it's just cold. It's cold back here. But I'm about to sand all of these. It doesn't need to be a very intense sanding job, but I definitely need to make the corners softer because they're rough right now. But my mom offered to do it for me, and I literally was like, no, you have things that you were gonna do today. Like, it's okay. I planned out to do these things. And she's like, but aren't you stressed? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, don't you have a bunch of other things you are supposed to also be doing at the same time? I was like, yes. And she was like, I can sand it. She's so good at sanding, like genuinely. She's amazing at sanding. And because my dad does a lot of woodworking, and she'll always do the sanding for him. And I was like, that would be really wonderful. Thank you. She was like, for sure. So she's gone to go get on her suit. So actually she's going to do the sanding, which I'm very, very grateful for. And I guess I wanted to just take a little minute here to talk about how I'm doing a lot of the manual labor in this house and the physical labor in this house, but I'm by no means doing it all. I'm not doing all of this work on my own. I have my family here helping me, and my family was a big part of the reason that I even took on a project like this, because my parents are like really good at stuff like this. And so whenever I have a problem, I'm like, Dad, what do I do? And he's like, well, you could do this or this or this. And I'm like, okay. And you know, my dad has all the tools that I use. That was another thing that I've been thinking about. I was like, I feel very lucky that he has so many tools, because if he didn't, I'd have to like keep going out to buy expensive things like a sander, a drill, whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to do a shout out here to my mom, a shout out to my family, and a shout out to teamwork. I was already so excited that the guy cut it for me, because I was like, oh, that's already gonna save me some time. And now my mom's doing this, which means that I'm actually concurrently working on my office. And today I really wanted to finish tearing up the flooring in my office. So now I know I can finish tearing up the flooring, and I can start to scrape glue off of the walls. So it's not like I'm just not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna go do another thing. Okay, so I will join you again in a minute, in a second for you guys, when my mom has finished sanding these and when it's time to stain them. Okay. I'm so relieved that this worked, because it feels super solid, and clothes aren't that heavy if distributed well. So I think this will definitely be solid enough. So I am now going to install all of these. I'm not going to film it though, because it's going to be me playing with a level and like trying to make it all good. I wonder if I can just get away with one of these, but I shouldn't. Make it more solid. It's better. Okay, I'm downstairs in my office. You will get to see all of this joy very soon, but this is where we've moved the wood into, and I just painted those 5 and got a heater in here that I've strategically set up right at the middle to swivel, hopefully helping to dry these guys out. I'm so excited to have this project done. It's gonna look beautiful. I tested putting one of the wood panels in, and it looks so good I wanted to cry. So I cannot wait to be done by tomorrow. I will have my clothes in my closet, I think. Whew. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have just showered, as you can see. Hopefully these curls come out good tomorrow. You'll find out with me. I am here to do the final layer of the polyurethane on those shelves. That one's a lot darker than the other ones. I don't really know why. It's like just the different wood pieces. You can kind of see some of them come out a bit, like those are pretty dark and then that one's a bit lighter. That's fine. They all, like, when they're all hanging and stuff, they look so good. Oh, I cannot wait. But I didn't originally know if I was gonna do a layer of polyurethane. I thought maybe I'd just leave them with the stain, but it was 100% the right call to do the polyurethane because it's they feel way better. They feel really good, and now I know they're not gonna stain my clothing. So yeah, you can see nothing came off on my hands, which was not the case earlier today. So hello everyone, it's Ariel in editing. I was editing that part and I was like, could I have said polyurethane one more time? Because I don't think I said it enough, and I don't explain what it is. If you've never heard of polyurethane or ever worked with it before, it's just a clear coating. It's just a clear coating that goes on top of usually a wood product, to protect it, and it just seals it all in. It's like a plastic coating, sort of, with oils and stuff in there. It's cool. It's cool. Gonna do the bottom sides of these. I got these paint sticks just so I'm gonna put these on underneath this. Look at this look. Ooh, yeah, that's fashion. I'm gonna put these underneath these so they're not touching the table fully and they can dry overnight. And then tomorrow, but this is giving me, I was like really wanted to finish this tomorrow. I'm sick of having my clothes in a massive pile. I'll show you footage right now of my clothes. It looks so bad. I've been living out of having all of my clothes in buckets for like, like 5 months now. Ever since we had to start packing and I had to start selling furniture, and I sold my dressers, and then obviously we moved, and now it's just, I cannot wait to have my clothing. I've worn the same things every day because partly because it's the pandemic, that won't fully change, but also just because I don't see my clothing. It's just in a pile in buckets. It's so frustrating. So this is going to be so exciting. Huge life upgrade. But yeah, now I know for sure that I'm going to be able to get this up tomorrow because it's dry. It's basically dry already. So one night of sitting here is going to be perfect. Okay, let's do this. It is done. It's time for the reveal. Ladies and gentlemen, I did it. I am so proud of it. Please don't say anything bad in the comments because I'm thrilled. So I am now going to take you on a little tour of my little closet, and I'm so freaking jazzed. Let's do it. Right off the bat, you can see that the top shelves are used and the bottom ones aren't. That's because the bottom ones are for my boyfriend. So I didn't let him put his clothes in yet because I just wanted you to see my pretty clothes. Okay, so, guys, I'm so excited about the whole shebang. I do want to point out this little thing that I got up here. I got this motion sensor light that I actually just turned on for now because, it's light. It's the daytime, so it would never turn on its own right now. Because it runs on batteries, it is such a simple way to have light in this room. Obviously it's a closet, so it doesn't have a window. So I'm proud of that thought. Every time you open the door, the light goes on when it's dark, and yeah, smart. I just think it all looks so pretty. I'm so happy with it. It looks really clean and classy, but it's so functional. So I just wanted to show you how I've laid it out. And this might change as I use the closet and realize, actually, no, I don't think dresses should be up here or whatever. So I am having the top 3 shelves and my boyfriend is having the bottom 2 shelves for 2 reasons. 1, he has less clothing than I do, and 2, I don't like bending down. I have joint problems, so I'm gonna take the top ones where I can just walk in, reach in, and I don't have to like be bending down. Okay, so starting on this section, I have all of my shirts here, all of my dresses here, my shorts are up here, which I don't have that many shorts, I've realized, only 3 pairs apparently, but also it's February in Canada. I'm not using shorts right now. And then up here, similarly, not using fancy dresses. You can see silks and velvets that are just not gonna be used right now. And then when we turn over here, at the bottom I currently have pants, and this is a stack of overalls. I have all my sweaters, which is the main thing I'm doing, like using right now. Basically when I'm wearing anything, I'm just wearing jeans and a sweater if I'm like going to the grocery store or something. And then at the top I have a little stack of hats and then my pajamas, which are all being washed right now. Usually I have a lot more pajamas. So this is something I could already see switching maybe. I feel like maybe I'll put pants up here and pajamas and like sweatpants down here, because I feel like I'm gonna use that more. But we will see how that goes. Over here, oh, this is so fun. You can see the hanging area. So I still have some clothes to put away, and like I said, my boyfriend still has clothes to put away, so this is gonna get a bit more full. But mainly I just have jackets and cardigans in here. I have them kind of aesthetically spread out, but I'm sure that soon it'll be like that. You can see that currently there's nothing up here, so this is the biggest section. And yeah, it's empty right now. I don't know what I want to put up there. I could put like winter things that I'm not using, like scarves and mittens, or board games. My boyfriend keeps wanting to put board games in the closet. But the final area we have got to look at is down below. Okay, so down here you can see I've got my shoes in here. This is so fun. I haven't seen any of these shoes in months because they were at the bottom of the buckets of clothing. I can't use any of these shoes. Like these white Docs, oh my god, they are so beautiful. They are so cool. Love the zipper because it makes it so easy to get into. I bought these right before the pandemic started, got to use them once, and now I have no reason to wear shoes like this. But yes, I love how the floor turned out. I love how this looks as a pink industrial pipe. I think it looks awesome. And there's loads of room under here for more shoes. I have them kind of spread out, but I could definitely put more, and there's loads of room under the hanging clothes to put more stuff. So there's just nothing to complain about in this life, is there? Okay, this is the end of the video. We did it. We built a closet. It looks so pretty and I'm so happy with it. I keep just coming over here and opening the door and like staring, or like I just leave the door open so I can stare at it and feel proud. It's been really cool to have a project that I like, you saw me kind of share my vision for it, and that vision completely came to fruition. And it's practical, it's pretty, it looks good, and it works. So those are the same thing over, but I meant them both. Thank you for watching this video and for hanging out on my channel. If you enjoyed this, check out my bedroom video that's like this but on steroids. Way bigger and way more work. Major thank you also to everyone who has joined my Patreon for helping me make this happen. I don't know if I would have been able to afford the lumber without you guys. And thank you so much to Glasses USA for sponsoring this video. Like I said, please check them out down at the link below. Support the channel. I love those guys. Alright, I will talk to you guys in my next video. The next time that I make something in this house. Okay, bye.